32.
33.
33.
34.
34.
35.
35.
See, here's the thing, Sam. These girls were whispering in the cafeteria today. 36.
36.
I heard one of them say I was a wimp. 7.
7.
As my little brother, I want you to know one thing. If someone calls you a wimp in high school,
38.
Well, life doesn't get much worse.
39. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's no way you're gonna break 40. I hate this.
Hold still.
It tickles.
It's hip. It's happening.
It's ridiculous.
You look great.
I look like Joe Montana.
Courtney, you're beautiful.
Mom, 4-year-old girls are beautiful. 17-year-old girls are beautiful. You're beautiful. I'm 12. My shoulders aren't where I need these pads.
This is a school dance, not your wedding. Turn around.
I don't want to go.
Why not? You like to dance.
Because nobody dances at dances. Besides, we've only been here a month. I don't know nobody.
Anybody. You don't know anybody.
See? You agree.
Rover, who let you in here? Sam! Sam! I told you not to let him... Honey, you can't come in here. Look, he's destroying the house.
That's why I have to be eliminated. Come on, bam,
Over here, stop saying bam and tell him to get down. Get down. Down.
Hello?
Make him come down.
Hi, Jenny. Okay, I'll tell you right now. Fine. That was Jenny. They need you.
I was going to take a nice long bath.
One of the lions is caught in the fence.
Good night, folks.
Can I go with you? Me too, me too.
No, too dangerous.
Got my pads on, Coach.
And what about the dance?
The boys stand on one side, the girls stand on the other. Then everybody goes home. Spare me.
Oh. Check it out.
What are we looking at?
My pecs. Just now, a Dean Cafferty all-time first 55 pull-ups. Pectoral perfection.
You two come with me.
All right! At this moment, on this planet, no daughter loves her mother more. Thanks, Mom.
Hey, Pax, would you mind picking up this mess and do something with that excuse for a dog?
You can't have cheetahs next to lions. Predators don't make good neighbors. There's bad blood between them.
There's also a fence between them.
Bad blood knows no boundaries.
It's only temporary.
Temporary is too long.
Stay. Good children.
There's a cut to the bone.
I just sedated him. Poor thing.
Sorry to get you out here, Mrs. Cafferty. It's just that you said to call you whenever...
That's right.
Last guy used to just read the reports in the morning.
Well, the last guy's running a pet shop in Encino. So what's the problem here?
Well, a couple of the cheetahs were charging the fence, and they worked the lion up into a real frenzy.
Why?
They both need more space. Period.
They'll adapt.
Cats run. That's what they do for a living.
Does Dr. McFadden know about this?
Not yet.
He's gonna freak. He loves that lion. Where is he?
He's still working on the gorilla exhibit.
Okay.
You sure you're not putting all your eggs into one basket?
The success of that exhibit could be worth $4 million.
One problem. By the time you finish playing that money game, these animals will be extinct.
We can't build better exhibits without money, Rich. Now, whatever it takes, we've got to get more. The holy buck. Somehow I got it to work for me in New York. I took a rat hole hospital and I turned it into something humane. And I plan to do the same thing here, but it takes money and patience and, if you will, a little support.
I'm gonna ride back with the line.
Maggie, I'm late. So what else is new, huh?
How do we feel this morning?
How do we look?
We look tired.
That's how we feel.
Heard you were up all night.
With a lion.
Sounds kinky.
Any updates, news bulletins, or disasters?
One bulletin, the Chinese delegation have arrived at their hotel.
Terrific.
One disaster.
Not terrific.
They have lost their interpreter.
Well, did we screw up?
No, it was the consulate. And if we want to make sure that the Chinese will be here at the gorilla opening, we're going to have to take matters into our own hands.
Do you know anyone who speaks Chinese?
The waiter at Chow Ling's, it's a takeout restaurant.
Well, good. Order him to go. I'm not going to let this get me down. It is 8:15 in the morning, and it's going to be a great, great day.
Yes, there's one update.
Maybe not.
The city budget director, a Mr. Dirtbag.
Durslag, Mr. Durslag.
Yes, well, he's waiting in your office.
They could have married rich. Mr. Durslag.
It's Jerry. How are you, Rebecca?
It's Mrs. Cafferty, and I was fine.
Sorry to barge in without an appointment, but the mayor gets insistent sometimes.
Am I going to enjoy this?
Probably not.
Well, then let's take a walk. I'm less likely to scream in public.
All your letters, all your phone calls, these telegrams go from the mayor's desk to my desk unopened. And after a while, they're stamped nuisance. Sort of an in-house joke.
Oh, really? Well, 3 animals died here last week. That's no joke, no joke. They died before their time from overcrowding, insufficient medical facilities.
Please, save the violins. I hear them all day. Everybody asks for money. Forget the fact that the city's in debt. The letters keep coming. The police department, the fire department, the health department. I'll see your violins and raise you a string section.
You know, I came here to make a difference. The good intentions just aren't enough. I mean, I don't have a prayer without more money.
You know, somebody didn't read the fine print. The zoo is eligible for matching funds. For every dollar you make above last year, we will give you a dollar.
Attendance has fallen off here 4 years running. An elephant tied to a stump just doesn't bring them in anymore. Now, if I'm going to beat last year's gate to get the money, I mean, I'm not going to see a nickel of your matching funds.
So you do promotions, publicity stunts. Don't you have some sort of monkey show coming up?
It's a gorilla exhibit, Mr. Durslag. A new gorilla exhibit. Think King Kong.
Look, don't get me wrong. I like animals. I got one. But they wouldn't be here if people didn't pay to see them. Bottom line, you want city funds? Think box office. You're fighting windmills, Rebecca. Mrs. Cafferty. As the song goes, don't worry, be happy.
Well, as the song goes, dream the impossible dream. Dr. McFadden, master of mammals, my dear brother. How's it going?
We got 2 days till we open. We got about 6 weeks of work left.
This opening has got to put us on the map. We need that turnstile spinning, or this whole zoo is going to become a shopping mall.
Sure, put it all on my shoulders.
They're strong enough. I need to talk to you about the temporary paddock.
You're damn right. My lion lost a lot of blood.
We're going to have to reinforce that fence.
The fences aren't the problem. It's the undersized paddock. This isn't the first time that lion's tried to bust out.
Heck, I'm working on it.
Work on Langley. Get him to free up some of his research acreage so my animals can have some elbow room. The man's built an empire here.
Dr. Langley's work is important, Jed.
What do you call this? Sunbathing? I want to show you something. Come here. Look at this exhibit. What do you see?
I see 3 unhappy gorillas.
Try 3 traumatized gorillas. This is no exhibit. This is a prison.
Emotionally, they're dying in there.
I know your work is important, too. These are not easy choices.
Gorillas are supposed to be more social than we are. These animals are fading so fast, they don't even want to be with each other. Now, look at Emma. She won't even let her children come out here. If we don't get them in new surroundings soon, you may as well change the name on the sign to Zombie Exhibit.
Come on, I'm on your side. Remember, I'm the one that brought you here.
I remember. Do you?
What is that supposed to mean?
That bill of goods you sold me. About turning the zoo into a role model for animal and habitat survival.
What I am trying to do.
Get your head buried in City Hall, Rebecca.
If your exhibit comes through, we can cut our dependence on City Hall in half. If the Chinese delegation likes what it sees, we can set up an exchange program with them. If we can get a single panda exhibit in here, we can increase our gate by 40%.
That's a lot of ifs.
Well, there's one more. If we can make enough money on our own, we can establish a zoological society and never have to depend on city financing again. Now, that is my plan, and I need you to help me make it happen.
I'm gonna need more bodies if we're supposed to be finished by Friday.
We have no choice. You will have more.
Bodies cost money.
How about our own people? I mean, what about Langley's group?
And get their pretty white lab coats all dirty? I don't think so. I gotta get back to work.
Well, Time and Newsweek are definite. People is a maybe. And Wildlife World would not miss it.
How are the Chinese?
Ah, that's Disneyland today and Magic Mountain tonight.
Oh, they're gonna sleep well. Any phone calls?
About 1,000.
Any important?
2. 1, Courtney would like you to help her with her algebra test.
Algebra? Thought she wanted to pass it. Second?
Second, there's a scorpion missing from the reptiles.
Poisonous?
Deadly.
Give it to Ridge. Nothing can kill him.
Mrs. Cafferty?
Good morning, Colleen.
Not exactly.
If it's a problem, I don't want to hear it. What's the problem?
The petting zoo.
Our trouble-free petting zoo, yes?
Billy the goat
Right.
bit a 3-year-old girl.
Stitches?
No, not even a scratch.
Well, then we're lucky.
Afraid not. Her father's a lawyer.
Mom! Hey, Mom!
Thank you, Colleen. When the daddy calls, tell him I was stung by the scorpion and died.
Ooh, what a babe! Oh, I love a woman in uniform.
Did you fix the toaster?
Yeah, I threw it out the window. Look, Mom, can you come to my meet tonight?
I didn't think wrestling started till next month.
Well, it's just a practice meet, but I want you to see some of my new moves.
What do? Throw your opponent out the window?
Hi, you come.
Yeah, make me a tough guy.
Oh, she wants to fight. She wants to fight. She wants to fight. This is not the fight, you bitch. Hey, you're gonna be there. You think I'm kidding, huh?
God, what a beautiful animal.
It's a Nepalese snow leopard. Very few of them left in the world.
What are you trying to do with it?
I'm trying to preserve him. Did you know an animal species becomes extinct every 20 minutes?
That's unbelievable.
So we're trying to mate this male with our female leopard. The males are extremely aggressive. Since he's been in the cage for several weeks, we thought it a good idea to see how he'd react to stimulation.
So the glove and stick is a...
Simulated foreplay.
Glove and stick. I'll have to remember that.
So Dr. McFadden wants to borrow a few of my able-bodied human specimens.
Because they are? It's only until Friday.
We're working on a few deadlines of our own around here.
This is no time to be territorial, Dr. Langley. Simply put, if we blow this gorilla opening, there won't be any deadlines for anybody.
Mrs. Cafferty, I've been at the zoo for over 20 years. Although you director types seem to come and go, somehow my department always manages to survive.
I'm not talking about surviving. I'm talking about thriving. I want to expand. I want to give the animals more space. I want to give you more space. This gorilla exhibit is just a start. Dr. McFadden needs your people out there if we're going to make it happen on time.
McFadden. Ever since he arrived, McFadden has been trying to take my testing grounds for his cats. Now it's his gorillas. That McFadden's grand opening is going to save the zoo just doesn't fly with me.
You can't let a personal feud
Work to be
get
done,
in
Mrs.
the
Cafferty.
way and
Work
get in
to be
the-
done.
What do you think?
Her heartbeat's weak. She's already suffering from malnutrition. There's not much we can do.
How come she won't eat?
Well, she's not supposed to be out of her mommy's pouch, Sam, and she isn't ready to eat on her own yet.
She won't take a bottle from any of the handlers.
No.
How come her mommy won't let her back in the pouch?
Well, her mommy abandoned... Her mommy left her, Sam. That happens sometimes with wild animals.
How can we make her mommy take her back?
I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that.
Does that mean that you're going to let her die?
No, Sam. We're going to try and figure out a way to help her. I've got an idea, but I can't do it alone.
I'll help you.
Okay. Come on, Sam.
Dr. McFadden,
Dr. Langley?
what brings you this way?
Checking up on a patient.
Oh, which one?
The lion.
What lion would that be?
The Asian lion from the other night.
Oh, yes. Well, he's recovered quite well. Dr. Baker's releasing him now.
That's too soon. They transfused nearly 3 liters.
I got a sick caribou coming in. I need the lion's bed.
What are you pulling here?
Rank.
Why?
Because it's all I've got left. You've got Cafferty, I've got seniority. There's work to be done, Dr. McFadden. Work to be done.
Please don't put me on hold again. Very quickly, Mr. Kirk. How soon could you send somebody? I am on hold again. Story of my life. Don't pull that sad face business with me, pal. No more TV until this mess is cleaned up. You and that hyper seal of... Hello? Yes, I'm still holding. I need somebody to come out this afternoon. I know that, but it just... No, please don't put... Oh, man, what happened in here? Rover and Sam fought World War III, man. Where's Maria?
She quit.
Again? I thought you had a wrestling thing tonight.
I do.
New training diet?
Oh, would you prefer I had steroids for lunch?
This is an awkward age for you, isn't it, honey?
Don't start.
Where's your sister?
I don't know. Call the pound.
Cute. She said she wanted to meet me here right after school. Oh, my vase. They broke my vase.
We're really sorry.
Face it, Mom. It's a zoo around here.
I know what you dream when you sleep. I know where you go when you dream. You're going home. You're going home. When the west wind blows. Going home.
Hi, Uncle Jed.
Oh, hey, Courtney.
How's he doing?
Oh, little tune-up. He'll be like new in the morning.
Great. He sure likes you.
Yeah, well, we've been through a lot together, Sky and I. I know what you dream when you sleep. I know where you go when you dream. You go home. Go.
Wow, this place is really shaping up around here.
Well, I've had some good help. The kids have been here all afternoon.
Courtney, too?
Oh, you didn't know?
She was supposed to be doing her algebra with me. I waited an hour.
She lives in a zoo. What would you rather do, animals or algebra?
Hey, Mom, can I climb the tree?
Hey, it's dinner time. We gotta get going.
Oh, come on, Mom. Just one swing. Try that one.
Thanks, Uncle Jed. Look, Mom, I'm a monkey.
Great. What does that make me?
You want to hear the latest wrinkle?
No, what?
They tried to introduce the gorillas to the transport cages. Apparently, they've become so used to the old exhibit, we may not be able to get them into the new one.
Nice hat. We are going to have a herd of VIPs standing here on Friday, waiting to see our highly publicized, new and improved wild animal reserve. A shining model of modern thinking. Now, if this curtain goes up and we show them an empty stage, you may as well put those gorillas in a bottle.
Hey, it's only a wrinkle. We'll iron it out.
I like that one with the red and black feathers. No, red is pink. Oh, it looks red. No.
Kind of coral.
Yeah. Why are we stopping?
I want everybody to just close your eyes for a minute.
I'm gonna be late for wrestling.
Come on, close them.
Mom's weird.
And just listen. I think sometimes we forget where we live. We are so lucky. We live in a zoo, guys. I mean, think about that. This is our backyard. You have every pet in the world.
Is this a stop and smell the flowers lecture?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Well, I'm smelling something the elephant did, and it ain't no bed of roses.
You're hopeless.
Wait, Mama, I think I'm smelling it now.
Look around you.
No,
It's
that's the
beautiful.
rhinos.
No, it's you,
What do you think,
Dean.
Sam? Rhinos here? Yeah.
No, it's Courtney.
I give up. I give up. I give up.
Come on, Mom, this is really important. I can't help it. It's unfair.
It's an act of God. Take it up with him or her.
I missed this wrestling meet, and the coach is going to cut me to second string.
We're just going to have to call him. Yes.
Oh, no.
Damn, okay, I'll be right there.
Get another babysitter.
I got you, babe.
Why am I the one who always has to babysit?
I just lost the hillside in the gorilla exhibit. If that exhibit washes away, they'll wash me away.
Good. And maybe you could get a normal job again, and we can live in a normal house
Don't
again.
start.
If we lived in the city, you could call up a neighbor and have a babysitter in 2 seconds. Instead of caged in a zoo like the rest of your animals.
In case you haven't noticed, this is a 24-hour job. And in case you haven't noticed, you are the only 24-hour man in this house. Now, it was my decision to live here so I'd never have to be too far from my kids, who, in case you haven't noticed, I would die for. Make sure Sam pees before he goes to bed.
The concrete and the plaster just hadn't quite set yet. Another couple hours and most of this stuff would have hung together.
Nobody's fault.
I'm still sorry, Rebecca. I'm sorry for the zoo. I'm sorry for our people. Most of all, I'm sorry for the gorillas.
So what'll it take?
What?
To finish on time.
Don't even try to win this one. You'll only humiliate yourself.
Humiliate? I passed humiliate on Tuesday. Been on my knees with the city, with Langley, with you. And I will keep begging until we get the job done. Tell me what it'll take to get the job done.
We're standing in a foot of mud. We have gorillas too depressed to get into transport cages, much less their new exhibit. What's it gonna take? Try a miracle.
Okay. Here, hold it up. What do you think?
I think it looks like a rug with a hole in it.
A rug with a hole in it?
Yeah.
Let me see this. Looks like a rug with a hole in it.
Are you sure this is going to work?
No, but I sure am gonna try to make it work.
Who taught you, Ridge?
I don't know. Something Indians did.
I was an Indian for Halloween. My dad took me.
I heard about your dad.
Mom said his heart was so good, it got too big and broke. I remember at the funeral, 2 ladies had to help Mom sit down.
Well, next year, if you want, I'll take you trick-or-treating. This will make a great costume, don't you think?
I'm going as a rug.
And send me any forms you got from 84 and 85. Yes, good. Okay. Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Your office told me I could find you here.
Sit down, sit down. What can I get you?
Money.
Uh-oh. Same old tune.
Brand new lyric. I need the money today.
What do you need? 10, 20?
This is an emergency. Don't patronize me.
Look, I just got off the phone with the trauma center. They had to close another branch today. That's an emergency.
I need to draw from the city's disaster fund to cope with the damage from the storm last night.
Let's get you a drink, okay?
Because whether or not he okays it, I'm going to start spending the money today.
This is about that ape show, isn't it?
It's a Forget it.
I may as well be the first to tell you, the mayor's not going to be attending your opening tomorrow, if there's going to be an opening tomorrow.
There will be an opening as advertised.
And our mayor doesn't approve relief funds in a day.
He will this one. And I would like it by 5 o'clock. Thank you for your cooperation. Because if he doesn't okay it by 5 o'clock, I will go on the 6 o'clock news and I will surround myself with the most adorable photogenic little animals in the zoo. And I will tell the entire city how our mayor's office has forsaken its responsibility to these cute little animals in the middle of a crisis. $5 Get the picture.
What's on your mind, Mom?
Oh, nothing. Oh, everything.
You want to talk about it?
No, I'm, among other things, a little concerned that you broke our algebra date yesterday.
Concerned or angry?
Cangry. A little of both.
The school stuff gets in the way.
Of what?
Helping Jed and Jenny with new exhibits, and Ridge when he feeds the animals. Everything really neat is happening right here. This is a better school than school.
I appreciate that, honey. But algebra's important, too.
Come on, Mom. Who do you know uses algebra? Besides an algebra teacher.
Let me get back to you on that one.
I don't want to be an algebrarian when I grow up. I want to be a veterinarian.
Look, I will bet you that a veterinarian had to study algebra. I want you to work your zoo stuff out around your school stuff and not the other way around. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
She's drinking. Jenny, she's drinking.
It may be a case of too little, too late, but I gotta hand it to you. You delivered.
So if the rain holds, do we stand a chance?
We're trying to move mountains here, literally. We could use more muscle.
Called everybody I know, including the National Guard.
How'd you get to be this way?
I ate all my vegetables. Yes? No, this is Rebecca Cafferty. No, Mr. Phillips isn't here anymore. I'm the zoo's managing director now. Could you hold 1 second, please? Rebecca Cafferty? No, only one lion was killed. 1 second. Director's office. One moment, please. One moment, please. Good morning. We're gonna have to secure all the fences. I think the storm washed away the topsoil and loosened those
I don't know
holes.
about me after today.
Don't quit on me now. I won't allow it.
This place is understaffed, underfinanced. And innocent animals end up suffering and dying for it. That lion was special to me, Rebecca. Real special.
I know that. And you know how sorry I am. We haven't lost yet. As close as we are to total disaster, we're just as close to making this thing work. Come on. Today's our big day. Now, I still have some unfinished business I have to take care of, and you still have some miracles to pull off. Fix it, Maggie. Just fix it.
These things happen.
Only to me and only today.
How do you lose a dozen Chinese dignitaries? We will locate them. We don't know how, but we will.
What other good news?
Well, Courtney called. She passed her algebra exam. Nearly.
Barely's good enough. I could use a little barely right now myself.
And here's the information you asked for, the mayor's calendar for the day. I thought you had a busy schedule. One more thing. Dr. Langley calls. They're having problems getting the deceased lion from Dr. McFadden.
What do they want it for?
They want to do a necropsy.
What's a necropsy?
It's an autopsy on an animal.
Okay. We've got to support it with 2x4s under the canopy.
Now we gotta get the sod over all this mud.
Have no fear. Looks like the cavalry's here. Some help.
For 5 hours and counting, you bet we can. Come on, boys. Some of you head up that hill and help with that side. Last field, you come on over here. Take care of him, Jenny. Come on.
I love a man in uniform.
I'm sorry about the other night.
Me too. It's probably gonna happen again, though.
I know.
We're never gonna have a normal life. Not as long as I'm your weird mother. Diener, normal is boring. You stick with me and life will be worth all our fights. Thanks for the reinforcements.
My team.
Yeah, they come to practice mud wrestling?
I told them there'd be some girls here.
There are. They're a little hairy and they drag their arms.
You
go to work.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah. Jed, why won't you give Dr. Langley the lion?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
5 hours and counting. You need his people down here. He needs the lion up there. Go make a deal.
With Langley? The day I make a deal with
The
Langley.
lion is dead. Don't take it out on the gorillas.
It's hard for me to talk about it.
If we're going to do the necropsy, we need to have the body released today.
This particular animal, Dr. Langley, this particular lion, I sort of delivered him myself in the middle of the Gear Forest. His mother didn't pull through, so I guess he and I became family. There were a lot of all-nighters at first, but he got stronger. And when I took the job here, I sent for him.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult to think of him being cut open and dissected.
I understand your feelings, but frankly, one man's feelings are negligible compared to an entire species' overall threat of extinction. We need those blood and tissue samples. There are less than 100 Asian lions living in captivity. The liver and kidney problems that these animals are having can only be solved by studying their cells, their DNA.
You could have Rebecca order me to turn over the body.
You could have Rebecca order me to send you my people.
Who knows? Maybe she figures we're human beings, not animals. That we can reason and work it out. Okay, you can have the lion.
Okay. You can have my people. And for what it's worth, a 45-year-old man with a bad back.
Zephyr. The lion. His name is Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I really appreciate you coming along with me today. I hate riding in glass elevators aloft.
You sure this is a good idea, coming here?
Well, an idea's good only if it works. If we're gonna make today's deadline, we've got to try everything.
We'll make it.
How do you know?
I asked the gods. I think you're doing a good job. wanted you to know that.
Thank you. I really didn't think you were that pleased with me, especially after the lion accident.
That wasn't your fault. You know, most of the people who've had your job didn't stick around very long. And for the animal's sake, I hope you do. You might be able to change a few things.
Well, I'm going to give it my best.
I'll wait here for you. Think you're going to be long?
Oh, I doubt it. This is a private men's club.
Coming by. Without you, we'd be in big trouble. What's you, Dave?
Mr. Mayor, Rebecca Cafferty.
Ah, the Queen of the Jungle. Would you excuse me, gentlemen? Official business. Let me guess. You're going to hit me with a tranquilizing dart.
And you're going to stamp nuisance on my forehead.
Touché.
The storm hurt us.
It's nothing compared to what you did to my budget director.
Well, I'm from New York. We don't always settle things over tennis.
The city will cover all the storm damage to the zoo.
Thank you.
May I go now?
You know, we've had volunteers working round the clock to make this gorilla opening today. With Cub Scouts, senior citizens, our staff on their time off. We open in 20 minutes, God willing. I need this to be a real event.
There's no way I can be there.
Well, you don't have to stay. Just throw out the first banana.
Believe me, Mrs. Cafferty, I've tried. But the governor wants me at a conference. As a matter of fact, he's picking me up momentarily.
The governor?
Glad you're back. Ask me tomorrow.
Well, it's almost 3 o'clock, and we've got over 100 big shots up there.
Everybody but Rebecca.
Fine time to get her nails done.
I'll tell you said that.
How are the gorillas holding up?
Like the crowd, getting restless.
Come on.
I want to take this stupid thing off.
Trust me, you'd look stupider with it off.
I'm nervous. So's Rover.
I'm glad you could make it.
Oh, there she is.
Hurry up, there's work to be done. She's done a wonderful job. Nice job. Congratulations.
Well done.
Good luck, Mom.
You were with me. How could I miss?
3 o'clock, and you have a speech to make.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Los Angeles County Zoo. Before you lies a faithful recreation of the gorilla's natural habitat and ecosystem. It is the state-of-the-art environment for animals in captivity, and it was made possible by the hard work of people who care deeply about the health and welfare of animals. And I thank them. And to our peaceable kingdom. As a result of cooperation between zoos, the captive population of gorillas is increasing nearly 12% a year.
Next, Peaceable Kingdom.
Hiya, boss.
Get the kids. Gonna have to cut. This is very serious.
Mom? Mom?
If we give her the anti-venom, that could throw her into anaphylactic shock. That could kill her.
That's the risk.
Do you think that he might try to go to the hospital?
He couldn't. He'd get lost.
What are we gonna do, Dean? I don't want to be an orphan.
Later tonight, don't miss the new season premiere of Wise Guy. Now get ready for the season opener of Jake and the Fat Man. It starts off with a thriller as a terrified woman needs protection from an obsessed man who's followed her to Hawaii all the way from the mainland. Jake and the Fat Man, next.